Well, alright, where is the stream? Yes, handbrakes. Love that. Everett's round, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, just making sure. Make sure my arm is working real quickly. Yep, I heard myself there. Good. Oh, good. Okay, more people coming into the lobby as well. Good. So that means it won't be long until we get going. I think it's supposed to be like almost a full grid if I am not mistaken. Uh, 19. Alright, and it is... I think it's about time. Oh, this is actually quite a competitive grid here, if I'm totally fair. Judging by some of the names I'm seeing here. Ah, Al Cruden. That's Big Al, if I remember correctly. Good to see him back. It's been a while since I've seen him on the grid. Oh no, we are having full grid. Who has just joined? Combined. Yeah, one of the full fighters. Alright, cool. I think that means we should be ready to go then. Yep, good to see that still a thing there. The voice chat suspended. Always still a thing. Alright. Looks like everyone's all ready to go. So, once we fade to black, I'll start the introductions. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 7 of the Pacific Open Series Tier 1 Championship here on Race Spec Esports. My name is K997, I am your commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at the Suzuka International Racing Course for the Japanese Grand Prix, which was introduced into Formula 1 in 1987 and has been the primary home for pretty much most of the time for the Japanese Grand Prix. It is known to be one of the more of a driver-friendly track, considering its medium to high-speed bends here in Suzuka. It has had some it's exciting and also some controversial moments in its lifetime, especially if you consider the likes of a certain Alain Prost and a certain Ayrton Senna. The track consists of 18 turns and one DRS zone, which is the singular DRS zone that leads down the main straightaway towards turn 1, which is probably going to be the most likely the only overtaking spots on the racetrack. You also got maybe some other areas like the Kobayashi airpin of turn 11, and of course, if you're quite ballsy enough, down the back straightaway towards 130R. But yeah, with also the complexion of this being a driver's circuit, qualifying will be key as well, considering that the dirty area is quite imminent around Suzuka, and also how it can be a bit challenging to try overtake any sort of car in front, unless you got DRS or a bit of slipstream. Now, before we go fully focused to qualifying, there's just some news to go through first from the previous race at Australia. There was only one incident that was reported, and it was supposed to be a penalty removal from Baggis that ended up being a no further action deemed by the stewards. They decided that the penalty that was given to him was warranted, so the final results from that race remain completely unchanged. The Drivers' Championship looks like this. It's Sebastian Spicer leading the way on 134 points, followed by Matt Plevy in second on 112. Grid Jokes is in third with 88, followed by Dada in fourth on 71. T-Mac is in fifth with 61, followed by Apollo Pepsi in sixth with 59, ACW in seventh with 58, Blake Stevenson with 56, combined in ninth with 37, along with Levi Tiger Pants, who is in 10th position. The Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are leading on 192 points, followed by Ferrari in second on 162. McLaren are in third with 159. Then it's a pretty big gap between McLaren and AlphaTauri, with AlphaTauri having 96 points, Alpine with 89, Red Bull with 52, Aston Martin with 46, Haas with 35, and the two teams that are in the single digits in 9th and 10th, that being Alfa Romeo with 8 points and Williams with 5. Now that is it in terms of the news. We'll now focus more into this quali session here. As you can see, it is raining here at Suzuka, and everyone is on the intermediate tire, as you can see as well. I'm also gonna do one little thing as well. I just remembered. I think I might have that. Oh no, I have it on kilometers an hour. Yeah, okay. I thought I had it on miles an hour, but no. I guess everything's all okay on that front. Let's see here. Dutchie's on a flying lap. Let me see if I can find someone else. Maybe that's about to get close to starting a flyer. Clean break coming through. Spoon curve. Paul Pepsi, I think that's behind him. Yeah, he's behind him. Yeah, a lot of drivers on their out laps at the moment. Two drivers on the flying laps, as you can see. That was Dutchie, as you saw a bit ago, and also Ven. The Williams is on a flyer. Actually, Paul Pepsi's on the wets. I don't think he'll be sending a representative time then, because it definitely is not wet conditions, that's for sure. So we'll just ride along with clean break then, and give you a guide to around the racetrack. Down the main straightaway, towards the curved turn 1 and 2. Oh, but that was a bit wide there from clean break. Yeah, that's a bit tricky to negotiate in these sort of conditions. Down through the S's of turn 3, 4, and then turn 5, then turn 6. Through these it would be medium to high speed in the dry conditions, but in these conditions, not so much. Through the Dunlop curve, now into the Degnas of turn 8, and then turn 9. Hard on the brakes, down to third. Make sure you don't hit the curve there. You don't want the car bottoming out as he heads up towards turn 10, and then into turn 11 of the Kobayashi hairpin, as Dutchie has the top time of a 1 minute 34.9. Trying to find as much trash as he can. Looks like he might have skipped a gear there. He went from 4th and quickly to 5th at the end of the hairpin. Around 200R, up towards now Spoon Curve, down to 5th. A bit of the outside curve there, and a bit of lag as well. Around the Spoon Curve, down the back straight, and then we'll make his way towards 130R. If you want to know why there's an R in front of the number of in some of these cores, it's because of the degree of the the degree of the corner in radius. Through the Casio triangle, 3rd gear, keeping it 3rd, and now and a bit of a snap of oversteer at the exit of the chicane, but he gets through the lap. Not the cleanest, but still makes it through. Nonetheless, it's slowest at the moment with a 136.3 out of everyone that's done a time so far. Team X now gone to the top of the boards with a 134.8. As Sebastian Spicer, our championship leader, has gone 3rd quickest overall. More cars coming across the line. That is his teammate ACW that just came across the line there, doing a 134.843. He's just actually 100th of a second quicker than T-Mac. Let's see here, a couple more cars about to cross the line. That is Eagle in the Alpine. Clean break has crashed out of the exit of the second Degnas. Underneath the bridge, it looks like. So he is out of qualifying by the looks of things. See if I can. I was gonna see if I can find out what happened, but I guess that wasn't the case. His car just desponded. There's Grid Jokes, currently 3rd in the championship. Heading through turn 8, up towards turn 9, 4th gear, and now heads up towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Hard on the brakes, down to 3rd gear, heading around turn 11. Steady on the power, up towards now 200R. That's KJR, a new driver I have not seen before, I don't think. Has set a top time of a 1 minute 34.6. Meanwhile, Grid Jokes heads through turns 12 and 13, down towards now the back straight. Sorry, that's 13 and 14 of Spoon Curve. Now down the back straightaway. A lot of cars there to negotiate for Grid Jokes. Keep it well flat through 130R as Big Al now goes to the top with a 134.668. Grid Jokes coming across the line. Stevenson goes to the top. That might be, I was going to say it was going to be beaten by Grid Jokes, but no, it was not. But Blake Stevenson now goes to the top with a 34.624. That's now beaten by Dutchy in the second run he did with a 34.5. Eagle counters that as DRS is now enabled. And the rain has stopped as well. I think it has stopped briefly, or no, it's actually still raining-ish. I still see some rain on the camera lens. No, it's just lightly raining now. Like, it's not gone strong enough, but yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so DRS is now enabled. So that means they can only use that one DRS zone down the main straight. Here's Seb heading up towards now 130R, currently 16th. Obviously haven't set a time yet on the board, as KJR now improves to a 34.3. I'm going to guess that's probably why 4 drivers have not come out of the pits yet, that being Dada, Plevy, and Steely and Ryan Bell, because they know the conditions are going to dry up pretty soon in this qualifying session. Seb will cross the line, and he's going to go quickest overall with a 133.9. And yeah, actually has now stopped raining, but by the looks of things. So we will see a transition then from the intermediate conditions to dry conditions. The question is, how soon is it going to dry up? Yeah, will there be a point for them to go to the slick tire by the end of qualifying, or is it just going to stay like this? We'll wait and find out, I guess, as ATW goes to second with a 34 flat. Less than a tenth behind Seb. Let's see, Stevenson validated his lap time. T-Mac hanging up towards the end of the first sector. Clock says he's up by 3/10. Oh, gee. Okay, I thought the camera angle looked like he was going to go straight off. I'm not going to lie. Apologies for my reaction there, but yeah. It looked like he was just about to go off. I have had some issues with lags with some people. I think we are going to go slick tires very shortly because, yeah, I can see now the track is starting to dry up a bit more. I think we just give it a couple more minutes and we probably will see just about that time we'll see, oh goodness me, I lost my train of thought. That's about the time we'll see the track all dry, is what I was gonna say. As T-Mac is purple to the middle sector. Heading through the chicane, there is Ryan Bell. That was the Red Bull that you just saw weaving about. Let's see how Ryan Bell goes. He's on the soft tire, actually. And about almost everybody is getting onto that soft tire. And head up towards turn 1 as ACW now goes to the top with a 33.3. Well, let's see what Ryan Bell's got in store. Through 3, 4, full commitment. Oh, maybe a bit too much commitment. Yep, bit too much commitment. Yeah, Ryan Bell spinning out there at turn 5. Gets the car going though. The main thing is he's still in qualifying, but maybe might have pushed just a little bit too hard. Track's not quite up to its standard just yet. Well, speaking of which, Blake Stevenson decides to go a bit lawn mowing. Very interesting way of doing it. As Ven goes to the top with a 32.9. He's done that on the soft tire. I think now we're starting to see the track be suited for more of the slick tires. Great Jokes will about to start his flying lap. Representing the Sergio Perez helmet in the McLaren Mobile. Down the main straight towards the first turn. Entry speed from the McLaren as Dada goes to the top with a 31.2. Entry speed about 325 kilometers per hour. Brings it around. Turns 1 and 2. Maybe missing the apex a little bit there at turn 2. I probably would say. Through 3, 4. Now it's a 5. Up towards turn 6. Trying to keep the car fully committed as best he can through the S's. Now up the Dunlop curve. Flat out. Through turn 7. Through turn 8. Up towards turn 8 we go. Clock says obviously he's up by just nearly 2 seconds. He'll obviously be improving a lot more as we go onto the lap. Up towards now the Kobayashi hairpin. Entry speed 260, or just over 260. Apex speed about just ticking nearly 80 kilometers per hour. Up towards now 200R. And now up towards the spoon curve. Entry speed nearly 300 kilometers per hour. Down to 6th gear. Using the outside curve. Down to 5th gear. Around the spoon curve. Down the back straightaway towards 130R. Comes the McLaren. The clock says he's at a 13.2. At the moment, I probably would say he's going to be somewhere in probably the 30s. The 130 range. Around the Casio triangle, back onto the main straight, crossing the line, and it's going to be pretty much exactly what I said, a 130.2. As Ryan Bell has been disqualified for facing the wrong way. Where on earth is that Red Bull? As Plevy goes to the top of the 29.7. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm not did he do that over at the Dunlop curve? Because there are yellow flags there. Interesting. I don't know exactly what happened to him. But meanwhile, top 2, Plevy is at the top of the board with a 29.7. Spicer right behind him with a 29.762. About half a tenth behind. T-Mac up towards Dana, through the Dana curves. Up towards now the Kobayashi. Oh wait, that's right. Team validated, silly me. Eagle now goes to the top with a 29.1 in the Alpine. So yeah, the times will be trying to improve a bit more as we get more into qualifying. KJR crosses the line, goes into the 28s now with a 128.822. Yeah, so the track evolution starting to ramp up just a little bit here in qualifying. Big Al coming up towards the Casio triangle. And he threw the triangle up, or, oh no, he goes back into the pits. Alright, so he wasn't very happy with the lap. He bails and is in the pits. T-Mac also in the pits, obviously, because, yeah, he has... what's going on here? Why was KJR doing that? He was just going the wrong way down the S's. Okay, well that's the second driver I've seen disqualify like that. Did Ryan Bell do something similar to that? Probably would be my rough guess. Big Al's also retired from qualifying, so he's not going to go further. Okay, bit unorthodox so far in this qualifying session. Eagle goes back into the pits. Pulls the car up, but just in time. Right. Yeah, okay. It kind of looked like it was a bit somewhat on purpose, the way that KJR was just going backwards like that. Because the way, because of how far he was going far the wrong way, yeah, like, if you're going to correct the car, I think you would have done it, like, almost immediately. Plus, like, I don't think there was anybody around him at the time. So he could have flipped the car with no one around him. Again, I don't know. Well, there you go. Everyone's come out on track. And there are a lot of cars close to one another. That is really nice to see. That might also result in grid penalties, if no one's careful. Oh, jeez, look at this. The traffic that everyone's trying to face here. Goodness me. Yeah, work yourselves out, boys, please. Yeah, do what Prezzo's doing, just be all isolated. Yeah, you don't need to be so close to one another. Prezzo waving about, doing braking, accelerating at the same time as well to get temperature into his tires. It looks like a lot of them are just racing each other. I mean, we do have a minute left in qualifying, so part of that, of course, does make a little bit some sense, but still, you don't want to be that close to one another, for sure. Yeah, that's why you want to come out in a more reasonable time. Anyway, here comes Prezzo. He'll start his flying lap, heading down the main straightaway towards the first corner. Let's see what he can do. He's currently sitting in 12th with a 34.7. Through turn 1, then turn 2. And then gets through turn 2. Very nice. And there you go. What do you know? Matt Plevy gets a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Of course, I knew this would happen again. Why do people never learn? Oh, Prezzo's gonna pin it into the wall. Fortunately, though, the car's still in tap, but minus a front wing. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a lovely restart, aren't we? Probably will be. As Paul Pepsi has retired? Okay, that's interesting. Well, Blake Stevenson heads up towards now the Kobayashi hairpin. Breaks it down to second gear. Keeps it around the hairpin as best he can. Yeah, at this rate, he'll be the first driver to do a legitimate lap in the last bit of qualifying. Yeah, Beagle's done with qualifying. I don't think he actually made it to the line in time, so that's all he can hope for is pole, but that's definitely going to get beaten for sure. Oh, as Blake Stevenson nearly has a bit of a moment at the exit of turn 14. Up towards now the end of the middle sector. Clock says for Stevenson, he's up by 6.7 seconds flat out through 130R. And now up towards the Casio Triangle chicane. Down to third. And finding the traction as best he can. Around the final corner. Up towards the line comes Stevenson. And it's a 126.7. That is the benchmark for everyone to beat. Can anyone challenge that? Is the question. Itachi goes to P2 with a 27.4. As there's a Haas coming across the line just now. That's Seb. He's done a 26.5. Ven comes across the line. It's only good enough for 5th at the moment. Spicer, and oh, more times coming aboard. Plevy, now ACW. Then Wastada goes to P2. As everyone comes one by one, but not enough to beat Seb. He gets pole position here for the Japanese Grand Prix. And he's done it, I think, by 0.2 of a second. Or about a tenth and a half, actually. 126.555 is enough for pole position. As everyone came one by one. Dye will start P2. Matt Plevy, though, has a 5-place penalty, but I'm probably going to guess. Yep, of course it is. Lobby restart. Blake Stevenson, P4. Only about a few hundreds off his teammate. ACW, P5. Spicer, P6. Top 5 served by 0.2 of a second. Spicer, P6. Dutchy, 7th. Gritjokes, 8th. Levi, 9th. Then 10th. Eagle, T-Mac, Al, Prezzo, combined, Clean Break, Apollo, Steely, KJR, and Ryan Bell. That is your order for the race coming up. But yeah, we are gonna have a lobby reset, as I mentioned, because of another grid penalty there by Matt Plevy. For Matt Plevy. What? So are we leaving the lobby? Goodness me, guys. And yeah, seems like it's all a bit of a disaster right now because Matt told them not to leave, and most people has left. Most of the people have left. And yeah, there you go. Drive-through penalties. Yeah, whatever the case may be. Oh, hello, more confetti, and then a spinning house, and that's retired, and everything's gone. Oh, well, there's another house in the wall. More cars in the wall. Lots of cars in the wall. Bloody hell. Oh! Well, there you go. Williams freaking hit the side of Seb. Right there. Seriously, it's not that hard to separate each other. Fuck's... I've said a non-FCC word there. Who cares? It's Twitch. Yeah, whatever. Good job, Steely. You won the race by... How do I read that? What? 1,032 hours, 58 minutes, and 3.28 seconds? Goodness. Really, it's just like, how hard can it be to, like, you know, give each other space during qualifying? Not that hard. Literally. It's like... Not that hard to, like, give each other space during qualifying. My goodness. Alright, so Plebs will just make the grid up and we'll get going. I think we did have partly cloudy skies last I checked, so... yeah. And I think we've got everybody in the lobby, so... Goodness, man, what do I have to talk about other than what Japanese Grand Prix was just what I expected, nothing much except for, well, one of the like big things that happened. Freaking, well, obviously the first lap incident. Ricardo and Albon getting together at turn 3 in the racing incident. Well, at least Williams have got another chassis to look after again and repair because, well, they still have a spare chassis that won't come till Miami for them. And then what? Of course, Max won it. Red Bull got 1-2. Like everyone else thought that would happen because, well, yeah, Red Bull pretty much had the car to do it. What's this here? You know, the one thing I probably would say that was probably the highlight of my time watching the Japanese Grand Prix. Well, at least, well, I could have lived because I was at work. Just hearing Lance Stroll having his own little GP2 engine moments. If you heard his radio message, he sounded like he was about to cry, basically saying, "Oh, it's like we're in a different category to everyone else." Oh my god, it was so funny. But yeah, other than that, pretty much the Japanese Grand Prix was just kind of what I expected it to be. I probably wouldn't be surprised if we get the same story when we go to Shanghai. Well, actually, wait. Shanghai is also a sprint, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's right, because that's the first sprint of the calendar for F1. Now that I think about it, it's back-to-back sprints. Because Miami is, what, after Shanghai, I think? And yeah, that's a sprint as well. Ugh, good. More gimmicky stuff to happen in F1. Like every motorsport needs some gimmicks. How do we build up our audience? Oh, I know. Let's throw in some gimmicks. Maybe that'll get their attention. Alright, well, don't forget your setup, guys. Because if you don't have a setup, well, you are screwed for this sort of occasion. Yep, so I got 27 laps to do around this place. That'll be all there from there. Good from there. Maybe. If we can get through without having some sort of stupid stuff. I'm sorry. Stupid stuff happening. I guarantee you there might be one or two slight incidents, but we'll wait and see what goes on, I guess. Come on, Eagle. Come on, Eagle. Oh. Well, never mind. He's left the session. Wasn't it a little bit more clear than that? I thought there was, like, a bit of blue sky, but, you know, had partly cloudy conditions. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. It is dry, though, that I can see. I don't know if there is any sort of rain coming into the race, though, later on, but I guess only one way to find out, and that's just to see how the race goes. Alright, I guess we're all good to go. I got 5 red lights in front of us. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. A nice start from Seb as he makes his way up towards the first corner. Car shuffling about there as Watchtower keeps second position. Plebs in third, followed by Blake Stevenson. Car shuffling around. Grid Jokes going around the outside, trying to at least. Ahead of Van. He's still side by side with the Williams as they make their way through the S section for the first time in racing conditions. Single file for almost everybody, apart from these two on screen. Here comes, that's more contact, and off the road goes Van. 2 cars go off the track, and one goes into the wall. That's Ryan Bell out to the race at the Dunlop curve, and we've got a virtual safety car. That was pretty much ended in total disaster for the pair of them. I think Prezzo might have got involved somewhere too as well. He definitely has lost a significant amount of time. Has he got damage? Oh goodness, I couldn't see from that graphic. I think he has got damage. I want to say he does from the way it looks, because he doesn't look like he has does not have an end plate. Yep, no, he does not have an end plate on the left-hand side of that car. We are back under green flag conditions again. KJR overtakes Grid Jokes. Apollo Pepsi overtaking Eagle around the outside. Of course, that's the AI of Eagle. He hasn't gone back into the session. Now he has as I speak. Meanwhile, though, Levi and Grid Jokes side by side. The 130R. Oh, my goodness me. That was close. And here comes also T-Mac around the outside of Grid Jokes. Grid Jokes losing time and positions to some of the cars around him as they make their way through the foul core. Seb leads the first lap of the race by nearly 0.3 of a second. Apollo Pepsi, though, looking very interested on clean break. He gets the move done just like that. Down the main straightaway. He gets it done there at before turn 1. Yeah, Prezzo has gone into the pit lane as is expected with that front wing damage. There's the tire situation here. Seb leading the way. He's on the medium compound tire. And meanwhile, though, Dutchy is under pressure and gets overtaken by Dutchy overtakes Blake Stevenson there at before the Dana curve. He gets by him up to P4. Up towards the Kobayashi hairpin goes the rest of the cars. Clean break and Paul Pepsi. Clean break overtakes him again there. So he gets the position back away from him as Steely overtakes Eagle as well. Around 200R. So far the top 8 within pretty much a second from each other. Levi, though, does need to catch up a little bit if he wants to get DRS to help him out. DRS, of course, will be enabled on the next lap. As Eagle has retired. I think that might have been the AI that might have retired him, if I'm correct. Yep, there's the AI pulling over to the side of the track. Spicer's dropping places. He's gone down to 14th, maybe that 15th. Has he gotten involved in an incident here? He might have got tagged by somebody, or did he lose it at the Casio Triangle? Either way, he's down to 15th place as KJR goes into the pits. He must have sustained some sort of damage. Levi and T-Mac side by side. That is tight there between the two. T-Mac, though, does get in front. He's up to P7 now, ahead of the Red Bull. Side by side as well. That's also clean break and combined. This time battling with another AlphaTauri. This clean break keeps the position ahead of combined here. And he's got a horde of AlphaTauris behind as they make their way through the Dana curves. And we got groups forming here as well. Top 6 within a train with ACW at the back of that leading group, and then you got T-Mac leading this little group with Big Al right now occupying 13th at the back of the queue, making the way through Spoon Curve as Ben gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. First penalty of the race. Up towards now Casio Triangle. We'll make our way up towards the leading pack, as I think Dutchy has made a slight error there at the exit of the final turn. Dada still keeping up with DRS as Steely has left the session. Oh dear. Not good news for him as Dada's not close enough to make a move. Levi makes the move on T-Mac into the first corner. He gets it done with the aid of DRS. He's gotten into the P7. Spicer overtaking Steely. That's obviously Steely's AI. Meanwhile, though, up towards a little bit further up, Al Light trying to find anything on Apollo Pepsi here. See if he can find. Oh, really close on the back of the AlphaTauri. Up towards turn 8 we go. Apollo Pepsi just doesn't want any of that. He just lets Al through. Just gets overtaking there before the Dagnas. Up towards 200R there, a little bit of shuffling here in the midfield. How about towards the front, see how close everyone is right now. 4.5 tenths is the margin between Dada. Oh, hey, our Grid Joke's had an incident here. He's gone off well before Spoon. He's dropped down to 16th place. Oh, dearie me. As clean break gets overtaken by Spicer there, down the back stretch. That's an interesting little incident there from Grid Jokes. I wonder what happened to him. Meanwhile, I think Dada, is he lining up a pass here up towards turn 1? No, he is not. He's not close enough to make a sort of move here. Top 6 still within a train. Al moving up to 9th now as he gets over, gets ahead of combined there at turn 1. It started, if I remember, I think it was outside the top 15. He's now, excuse me. He is currently right now in 9th. Dutchy and Plevs. Oh! Around the outside, I think that was, for Dutchy there around turn 8. Very good move. Bell's left the session. Lasting only a quarter of the lap in the race for Ryan Bell. And also Eagle leaving the session too, but that's because of him leaving as well. Oh, hang on, Ben. What's going on with you? He's had an incident at turn 9. Not just that, he also has no front wing on the front of that Williams. Well, that's no good news for him as well. On board with Dada here up towards 130R. He's got slipstream and plenty of juice as well. Not nearly 100% in that McLaren. He really has some good pace so far. Out of the final turn, back onto the main straight. He turns on the battery. Should be straightforward. Oh, and Seb is squeezing him into the pit wall. Wow, that was tight. Dada, though, gets through. He's into the lead. As there's an incident somewhere here. We've got a virtual safety car. Something has happened here. And that's why Clean Break has had an incident into the pits. He must have hit the pit lane wall. as Ben is retired. Have those two come together? I thought Ben was a little bit further back than that. Looking at that angle, I thought maybe Clean Break had a... might have just done that on his own. Maybe there was a chance that Ben might have done it? Did Ben get a front wing change for that? Oh, I probably won't know because he's retired. Yeah. So anyway, it's brought out a virtual safety car as Clean Break goes into the pits. That's a very interesting incident there, what happened to those two. I don't know why Ben retired, but yeah. What happened to Clean Break? Yeah, that's a very interesting one. How he was just head first into the pit lane wall. Yeah, I didn't see a collision warning. I probably will never know what exactly happened. Alright, we're back to racing again. And look at the gap. The top three have built to Plebs. Plebs has been caught sleeping. Seb right now in the back of Wash Data. Up towards turn one we go. He's got DRS. But doesn't seem like he's got the speed to overtake the McLaren. Nope, not close enough. There's Dutchy there, not far behind. Al is overtaking Levi there into turn one. Gets it done. Pretty much as you expect. He's now up to 8th position. So far he has gained about 5 positions. He's actually started 13th. I thought it was 15th. Alright, or outside the top 15. Alright. T-Mac though, he's done pretty well for his sake. 5 positions as well. Best so far has been Apollo Pepsi. He's gained 7 positions after starting 17th. So yeah, not doing too bad. Get back to more little bit of cues here. Fry's pretty much occupying Mercedes in the background there. That's ACW on the back of Blake Stevenson and Matt Plevy. Make their way through Spoon Curve. A lot of these guys have got good battery. Apart from Plez, I just noticed he has about 50%. Actually, worse than that. He's now gone to 33. Oh, Pepsi is out. Pepsi is out. He's crashed out at Spoon. We've now got a safety car. There's his car there on the left side wall. Dead on the left side, out of the race, and we've got a safety car. Dada's in the pits, Seb is in the pits, Dutchy's in the pits, everyone's coming to the pits. Ferraris are going to have to double stack though. That is definitely going to hurt Blake Stevenson in terms of position. Maybe a bit more than that because there's more of a queue coming up behind. Woo-hoo. This little intersection there between Spicer and Stevenson. Spicer did have to hold up just a little bit there because of his teammate. And Steely has stayed out. He is going to go into 4th. As Seb has gone onto the soft tire. Very interesting call there. Dada's onto the mediums. Dutchy's on the hards. Steely on the hards. Of course, he stayed out like I said. Plebs on the mediums. ACW on the mediums. T-Mac on the mediums. So Stevenson has lost 2 spots over the course of that double stack. Levi in 9th. Al is down to 10th. Combined, then Sebastian Spicer. KJR in 14th. It's Clean Break and Prezzo are in the pits to go into the hards. They'll go to the end of the race from here. They should be able to make it through comfortably. And I think Sealy has not come back yet because the car is still ghosted in front of Plebs. Which does make a bit of sense because I don't think he has joined back. Yeah. 2 virtual safety cars, and now finally we've got a proper safety car after just 8 laps. Now getting a full course safety car to come out. I'll be curious to know how this all will go. Still waiting on Clean Break and Prezza to catch up. A nice little still shot looking over the Casio Triangle, and also a little bit of the Daytona curves as well, as you can see there in the background. Very cool. I do like those little over-the-head still shots. They do look cool. And into the pits goes Seb, and a few others are in as well. T-Mac's in. Same with Stevenson, Spicer. Interesting. So they're going to the hard tire. Okay. KJR staying out on the... Oh no, he's back in on the hards. He's going on to the hards. Right, okay. Interesting. So now Seb's down to 12th behind his teammate. T-Max in 13th. Stevenson now in 14th place. Well, there you go. He's lost now even more positions. Spicer pretty much back to square one. KJR staying out on the... Now back on the hards. Yeah, so they're opting to go to the end of the race from here. Steely is now joined back. In this sort of situation, the hard tire is going to be a better chance of making it through to the end. The mediums... they're going to be quite questionable at the end of the race. I think from here. Yeah, because, I mean, if you're going to stay out on the mediums, you're going to have to do about nearly close to 20 laps on those things. I don't know if there's any way you can do so. I mean, keep in mind, we have only done a couple of non-green flag laps, so it does help a bit, but doesn't help enough. Really, though, for anyone that's on the mediums, that being Dada, Plevs, ACW, Levi, and Grid Jokes, yeah, they might want to beg for another safety car to come out. And I think we're going for another lap. Oh, no, we are going racing soon, so the safety car is in this lap. Interesting call, because I thought it would have ended a little bit sooner than that. And Dada, well, he's not mucking around. He wants to get going immediately. And look at that, he's caught Steely sleeping. Look at that. He didn't caught Dutchy sleeping, but now Steely under pressure here from Matt Plevy up towards the first turn. Not quite close enough, but he's going to run a little wide here to turn 2. Matt Plevy gets the inside move done. Oh, he's slowing down a little bit too much. Just a bit too much there from Steely. He's lost now 2 more spots after that. He really is not feeling confident there on those older hards. As Al gets through, he's up to 6th. Dearie me. That could have been nasty right there. But yeah, because of that little bit there, yeah, Dada and Dutchy have broken away a little bit from Matt Plevy, but Dada's starting to build up a bit of a gap. It's now 8/10 separating between the top 2. But remember, Dada though has the more grippier medium tire, so he'll have the better tire advantage for just a little bit. But if the race still keeps going under green flags, the cars might come into its own as there's some moves mucking about here. Steely losing more and more spots. Spinning his clean break out of the race there. The ace of the spoon. Virtual safety car number 3 is out. No one's opting to pit. Not surprised, of course. Stay out, of course. Just keep going with it, what you got. Steely's into the pit, so I mean, not surprised. I mean, considering how many positions he was losing, he was dropping like a stone with those old hards. Yeah, another virtual safety car coming out. As Plevs gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Ouch. That is bad news for him. He's going to have to serve it. Not been very good for the top two in the championship now. Spicer down at 14th, and Matt Plevy having now to serve a drive-through penalty. Down the inside goes Al Karudin into turn 11. He'll try to get the move done on Levi, and he does. Big Al now moves up into the top 5. He has had a superb race so far, starting from nearly towards the back. Now up into the top 5. Meanwhile, let's see how everyone's going about. Oh, a little bit off the road there. That looked like, I want to say that was KJR that was going off a bit on the road. Side by side here, that's T-Mac and Prezzo into 130R. Down the inside, he's got it done. Also, speaking of which, Grid Jokes getting by combined there into the Casio Triangle. He gets through up into 7th place. Matt Plevy goes in to serve the drive-through penalty. Side by side between the ACW and I believe that was Al Karudin there into turn 1. He's got the move done. He's now into 3rd. There was also side-by-side action as well further back, I think. I wasn't able to quite catch who that exactly was. Yeah, right now Dada leads. Dutchy still keeping him honest. 3.5 tenths of the margin. Al Karudin in 3rd, followed by ACW. Then Levi, then Grid Jokes. Then Seb, then Combined. As Clean Breakers left the session. T-Mac right behind in 9th, along with Prezzo, who's going to get under pressure from Blake Stevenson into turn 11. He gets through, and a bit of contact. Just a little bit of contact between him and KJR. Up towards the 200R we go. Look at the action here. Oh, contact, little bit of contact again between the Williams and the Haas. Round Spoon, turn 14. Turns on the juice, and he gets through. Prezzo just a saying duck there. Just getting overtaken by the Williams. Prezzo though. Oh, he crisscrosses there. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it there from what it looked like, but doesn't. Spice here coming to attack him now. He'll get that move done pretty much simple there. ACW overtakes Al Karudin for 3rd place at turn 1. He's got it done down the inside. A lot of lag I'm seeing there from Levi. My goodness. He's looking quite laggy on my screen. Towards the danger curves we go. Braking board starting to get dislodged, it looked like. Look at the queue of cars right in this little midfield pack. Top 2 definitely loving this. Dutchy would be loving this. He definitely is in a very good spot for sure. Round 200R we go. ACW leading this big train with Al behind, Levi, Grid Jokes, Seb, T-Mac combined, Stevenson, KJR, Spicer, and Prezzo. All in this queue, this big queue. As Stevenson looks to the inside. Oops, sorry. Or I should say, KJR looking outside, he got that, I believe he got that done, by the looks of things. ACW sets the fast lap of the race, change for the lead. Dada being overtaken by Dutchy into the first corner. He's now into the race lead. Goes the Aston Martin. Meanwhile, KJR gets by combined there. That's for 9th position. So he's made up a couple of spots here. That's KJR. Meanwhile, though, up towards the Dunlop curve we go. Look at this whole midfield. This whole scrap. Up towards the danger curves. So far getting through. Oh, that was a bit of a moment I saw there from Combined. He had a bit of a tank slapper there at the exit of turn 9. And out of battery. KJR is out of battery. He is definitely going to be in a bit of trouble. Look at that. He's used up pretty much all of it, what he can use combined, same story. And there he is right under pressure from Stevenson, and there's Spicer hunting him down. Look at that combined now, pretty much out of DRS range and going to get overtaken there by Stevenson, pretty much with ease. Here comes Spicer as well to the inside. Stevenson cuts the track and gets a penalty as well. 3-second penalty for corner cutting as Spicer now moves through. Also, Dada has actually taken back the race lead there to the first corner, I think. Stevenson also overtakes Prezzo for 12th as well. He's done the S's, I believe. The Dunlop curve up towards turn 8 we go. Yellow's Prezzo out of the race. Safety car has been deployed. He's crashed out at turn 7 at the Dunlop curve. I believe he might have touched the inside wall, and he has. And that becomes safety car number 2. This has also brought Matt Plevy back into this mix, and same with Steely. T-Mac's washed, according to T-Mac Lover. I see T-Mac has a little fan, I suppose. Alright, so that will mean that I'm gonna say that Dada will come into the pits. Sure. Yeah, if he does, Dachi follows him. Probably for another set of mediums. ACW will do the same thing. Same with Al. Pretty much everyone will come into the pits. Yep, literally everybody. It's soft tires for Dachi and medium tires for Wash Dada. Brunen's going to get held a bit with that double stack. Maybe not much, but he is being held up in the queue. Yeah, held up in the pit lane, I should say. Now back out, he's in 5th. 7-6 on the mediums. T-Mac in 7th on the on the mediums. KJR on the mediums. Grid Jokes on the mediums. Spicer on the medium tire. Combined, yeah, literally everyone's on the medium tires apart from one, and that is Dachi in P2. He's on the soft tire, so he's going really aggressive. I like it. I like what he wants to do. But those tires are gonna fall off a cliff at the end of the race. We've gone through 16 laps and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 retirements in this race. If so, it'll be another long while until we can get back under racing conditions again. Still shot looking over the Cassia Triangle. Yeah, probably will imagine we'll get going under racing conditions on lap probably 18. Yeah, we started with 20 cars. We're down to 14. Oh, the irony, eh? Right. So. Yeah, let's go back over to see how many positions people have gained. KJR is now up to 11 positions so far in this race after starting in 19th. If you remember, he got disqualified in qualifying for going the wrong way, and really in an unorthodox manner. But yeah, he's up to 8th place. He's been doing quite well, trying to get back up there at least. Al's been doing quite well as well too, up in 5th after starting at 13th. Yeah, so far it's looking like KJR could be in the running for driver of the day, or could be Big Al, who knows. Judgy though has had a solid race himself too. After starting at 7th, he's up to 2nd place. And then after the first safety car restart, he's been battling away with Watch Data, trying to keep him honest. Right now though, we'll have to wait and see how this goes, because the safety car is coming back in this lap. So that means Data will dictate the pace again. Will he do what he did and go at the Casio Triangle? See how it goes. Yep, there he goes. He really got a good jump out of that. We're back on the green once again here in Suzuka. Up towards the first turn we go. No one getting through single file from what it looks like. No sudden moves. Everyone's getting through relatively alright. Oh, apart from these two. That was T-Mac and KJR battling away there through turns 2 and 3. So far, nothing too serious. Up the Dunlop curve we go. There's all these Formula 1 cars towards now the danger curves as KJR and T-Mac battle away again. This time, KJR gets the best of it. He's up to 7th place. Up towards now turn 11 we go. Oh, down the inside and contact. That's Seb on Al there into turn 11. They're now going wheel to wheel up towards 200R. Hasto has the better advantage. He gets up into 5th. But that was definitely elbows out there from Seb. Speaking of another Seb, that's Seb Spicer there. Battling away with grid chokes. He gets up to 9th place ahead of him. When he went going down the inside at 200, or sorry, not 200R, at Spoon Curve. Combined, looking for something here. Not quite close enough to make a move on grid chokes. Into the to 130R, up to the Casio Triangle. Oh, he is not quite close enough to do any sort of moves. Plevy, though, overtaking his team, or keep his teammate at bay as best he can, as Dutchy sets the fast lap of the race. Seb down the inside on Levi. Into turn 1. He's got it done. No DRS needed from the Haas. He's now up into 4th. Trying to make up some ground after starting the car on pole. He wants to get back up to the race lead, of course, as best he can. Definitely the cars in front won't be the easiest customers to deal with. His next target for him will be ACW. Up towards the Kabayashi hairpin. Not close enough for anyone to do any sort of moves. Not for the time being. Up towards now Spoon Curve. 3/10 of the margin between the top two. Dutchy has not gotten ahead of Dada just quite yet. He needs to make the most out of those soft tires. He's got the battery turned on as well. Down the back straightaway, and here he comes. Down the inside towards 130R. He gets it done. Nice move. But does Dada fight back? The answer is no. He stays behind the Aston Martin for now. Through the triangle we go, Casio Triangle. As DRS is now enabled again. On the lap 20 of 27 here in this Grand Prix. Al not close enough to do anything on Levi. As Plevs overtakes Combine at the first corner. He gets that done. Very nicely done there by Plevs. Trying to make up any ground he got. Any ground he lost after his drive-through penalty under the virtual safety car a few laps ago. Dutchy really needs to try and get the most out of those softs, but right now he has not broken away. Combine is really keeping him on, Combine Data, I should say, has been keeping him honest. ACW not far away either. Everyone's still pretty much in a train, apart from Steely and Blake Stevenson. He's not in DRS range. Whoa, Stevenson really looking for something on Combine. Not close enough to do anything here. Everyone's, definitely within a second. Spicer, though, needs to catch up. He's over a second behind T-Mac. They make their way up towards 130R as Stevenson gets by Combine. I think we might see a change for the race lead. Dada's got DRS down this main straight. It doesn't seem like he has enough power to overtake the Aston just quite yet. He's not close enough. KJR down the inside of Big Al into turn 1. He's got that done. Has the Williams there. Nice move. He's now up into P6. T-Mac still keeping company. Grid Jokes, though, right now is losing touch to T-Mac. He needs to catch up if he wants any sort of chance of anything. He just needs the cars in front to at least somewhat battle. Oh, you're not going to do that by running wide. There at turn 9, the car might have bottomed out. Well, I imagine it did. Around the Kobayashi hairpin. 1.1, 1.2. Yeah, it's not closing in. It's right now the top 8 within a train for the race lead. It's led out by the Aston Martin in this sort of group. That's Dutchy still leading the way with this DRS train behind. On board with the McLaren. Lifts to 130R. He's got a lot of speed. Oh, but he's just not close enough to overtake. There's ACW there in the fray. He may have made a mistake there as here comes Seb. Bit of momentum here from the Mercedes, and also a change for the race lead. Dada gets through. He's now into the race lead. ACW keeps his position in third. Oh, he's running wide there. Oh, it's Seb. He's had a moment. He's gone off. What has he done there? He's going slowly. Has he made a mistake? What's happened here? Something's not right with Seb. That's very interesting. He's now down to last. I have no idea what happened. Oh, down the inside goes KJR. Into the Kobayashi hairpin. He gets that done. Very good move. That was aggressive, but he made it work. He's now up into 4th place. He's had a very good race so far to recover. ACW runs wide. He runs very wide at the exit of Spoon. But KJR, he is out of battery as well. Look at that. 2% he's got. Levi's got a little bit more than he does, and he's got more speed with the slipstream. Towards the Casio triangle. Flipping the curves. Not close enough to do anything there. But KJR still have DRS. So will Levi. Down the main straightaway towards turn 1. But he has no speed whatsoever. Levi down the inside into turn 1. As Spicer loses 2 spots. Oh, not quite close enough. Grid Jokes. Grid Jokes is spun. He's had some sort of incident there at the first corner. There was some shuffling going on in the midfield. I did see. There's Spicer and Plebs. Oh, sorry, Spicer and Stevenson, I should say. Oh, I think there might have been some slight contact between those two. Meanwhile, back up towards the front. It's Dada, Dutchy, ACW battling away for the race lead. Up towards now the back stretch towards 130R. No battery in hand for the Williams. Top two though, keeping each other honest. KJR might be in a bit of trouble here. He might lose that DRS, I reckon. Actually, no, he will get DRS down the main straight. I take that back. What does Dutchy do here? Does he go for the race lead? No, he does not. Not close enough. Stevenson retires in the pit. There's slight contact. Little slight contact. I'm guessing Stevenson must have sustained some sort of damage. And that's it. Race over for him. Even with those old softs, Dutchy doing quite decent, I'd say. To at least try to keep up. Alright, to the Degnos. Towards now the Kobayashi hairpin. Dutchy will close in, not by enough. Al, oh, aggressiveness here! Al, Levi, and T-Mac battling away. Levi keeps the spot. Here comes Plebs into the mix. Up towards Spoon. Not close enough to do anything. He has a lot more speed on the exit of that corner. Not enough straight line speed, it seems. And I can't do anything through there. Through 130R. Oh, there's contact, I think. T-Mac might have hit the back of Al, from what it looked like to me. Down the main straight we go. Yeah, one's almost pretty much out of juice. Al looking inside, and he gets the move well before turn one. He's got it done there. Meanwhile, the top four still battling away. Dada, Dutchy, ACW, KJR for the race lead. KJR closing in on ACW. Up towards now the Dagners. Carrying a lot more speed than the Mercedes here. Closing by quite a chunk. Oh, there's contact there. Definitely contact between the Williams and the Mercedes. Hitting the back of the Merc. He could have sustained some damage there if he did hit him hard enough. Take a look here through Spoon. I don't think he's got damage. He might have got away with it. He is very, very lucky. Up towards now the 130R. Dutchy still in the back of the McLaren. Looking inside. Nothing there. Look how close these top four are. As T-Mac overtakes Plebs. Plebs going inside. He's got that done there at the Casio Triangle. But meanwhile, up towards the front, ACW looking to the outside of Dutchy into turn one. He can't get up. And here comes KJR to the inside of turn two. Can he get it done? The answer is yes. He now takes third away from ACW. ACW left the door open and KJR took the invitation. Albeit because of Dutchy's hard defending. But the battle's still obviously not over yet as Seb goes into the pits. Oh, that's close. Seb is retired in the pits. Dutchy might be struggling a little bit on those softs. He's losing significant time. Look at the gap, 7 tenths, 6.5 tenths. 6 tenths still between the top two. He's got battery in hand. He's got plenty of it, in fairness, so he could close up with the aid of battery use. Dada's used. Oops, there you go. Dada's used up quite a bit there. He needs to go aggressive here, does Dutchy. But coming onto the last lap, all or nothing here for the Aston Martin and the Williams and the McLaren and the Mercedes. As Plebs overtakes Levi. Up towards turn one. Dutchy, can he get the move done? The answer is no. He's not close enough to do anything. Meanwhile, further back here. Here comes T-Mac to the inside of Plebs. Into turn one, into turn two we go. Plebs keeps the spot. He stays in sixth. Combined, Spicer battling away. Spicer around the outside of turn three. He gets that done. He's into ninth. ACW losing touch to the top three. It might be game over here for ACW for a spot for a podium. 8 tenths the margin here between the top two. As Combined loses out there at Dunlop Curve. And I think Steely as well. I think they've come into some sort of incident there at the Dunlop Curve. I would like to see what happened, but meanwhile I need to keep my eye on the battle for the race lead. Dada's starting to pull away here. KJR right at the back of excuse me. KJR on the back of Dutchy, I should say. Dutchy using the battery as best he can. He's got the battery to close up, but is it going to be enough? I don't think it will be. No, he will not be close enough. I think Dada's got enough to hang on, and he does have enough to hang on. Around the final quarter now. It's going to be Dada. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Dutchy takes second. KJR takes third. ACW in fourth, followed by Al, Matt Plevy, T-Mac, and Levi. Spicer finishes in ninth, ahead of Grit Jokes, only just. Combined finishes 11th, and Steely rounds it all off in 12th. Driver of the day given to KJR. I don't think that's a total surprise. Yeah. Hard fought battle there to the end there for Dada and between him and Dutchy for a majority of the time. But it ended up being the McLaren driver coming out on top of all that. A very valiant effort indeed. KJR, though, a very valiant effort for himself. I have to check again how many positions he gained, but yeah, start from ninth. Actually, no, I remember the 19th, finished in third, so 16 spots. A very good effort indeed there from KJR. And there are your unofficial results then of the Japanese Grand Prix. Dada wins, Dutchy second, KJR third, ACW in fourth, followed by Al, Matt Plevy, T-Mac, Levi, Spicer, Grid Joke, Combined, Steely, Seb, Blake Stevenson, Prezzo, Clean Break, Apollo Pepsi, Ven, Eagle, and Ryan Bell. Round it all off. And what has been a twisted turns here in this Japanese Grand Prix, shall we say. Yeah. Kinda glad it's over though. But yeah. And that is that. Yeah, not a bad race overall, but yeah, probably would say it was had quite a bit of drama over the course of this Grand Prix. But I think with that, I think it'll be time to wrap up the stream. I'll check again as well where we're at. I think we're at France, right? Alright, okay, so we're going to France. Cool. Alright, well then until then, I have been KE1997. Thank you very much for watching, and once again, congratulations to Dada on his race win, to Dutchy on his podium, and same with KJR, and also getting driver of the day. And we will see you back next week then at Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. Until then, it is goodbye.